Hey guys, I'm Jamie the Spirit Coach, and I am here to give you guys a general reading. Welcome, Aquarius. This message is going to be for you. Please do take what resonates and leave the rest, as this may or may not be for you at this time. Do feel free to check out your sun, moon, or rising sign, though. There may be more messages or insights in one of those readings for you over there. So Aquarius, for this round of readings, we are looking at your hero's journey. I believe that when we're walking this path to enlightenment, when we're walking in this self-healing path, we are becoming our own hero for ourselves. So we're looking at the archetype within you. What is your hero, right? What does that look like? Who is that? What is that energy, right? And how is it pushing you through in this life? How is it helping you, right? So I've pre-shuffled and pulled your cards, Aquarius, and we're going to start with a message from the Sacred Rebels Oracle. But before I jump into the reading, I do want to let you guys know that I am offering an extended reading at the end of this message over on Patreon. So if you want to check in the description box below, there is a link down there where you guys can hop over to that Patreon community and join for more exclusive content, okay? So, Aquarius, for your overall energy, your overall archetypal energy for this hero within you, we have from the Sacred Rebels Oracle, what do you feel? So, I'll have you go ahead and just kind of take a look at this card. Sit with the energy of this card. It doesn't matter if you're seeing a male or female. Gender does not matter. It's simply the energy of this oracle, okay? So, what do you feel, Aquarius? This sacred hero within you throughout your entire lifetime here has brought you back to a space of making decisions from what you're feeling, right? From what your heart is telling you, what your gut is telling you. Aquarius, we know that you are an air sign. So sometimes you can get up in your head a little bit, right? So this is bringing you back into the heart space, I feel. I'm also seeing like apples and oranges. Like there's an apple and an orange on this card. So something about like comparing apples to oranges. And whenever I'm like sitting with that energy and she's sitting here holding an apple and an orange, right? And she's paying attention to like the texture of the orange and the texture of the apple, right? Like really honing in on it and asking herself like, what am I feeling? Maybe she's asking herself, do I want to eat the apple or do I want to eat the orange? Right? So it's got something to do with that too. I'm also noticing how her clothing is like very comfortable and relaxed. Like it's almost like she's at home in bed, even could be in her pajamas, like at the end of the day, you know, or first thing in the morning, something like that. But like a very relaxed and comfortable space. So I feel like that also making decisions from a comfortable, relaxed place, right? Okay, so Aquarius, with your messages with the tarot, Capricorn and Sagittarius, their cards were like more about like present moment situation. I feel like I'm kind of seeing a storyline here in your actual cards. So I'll share the storyline and then, you know, we'll just intuit each card and see what's coming up. Okay, so your first card's out. We have King of Swords. And the first thing I notice when I look at this card, it feels like to me like he wants to have a conversation. You know, like with it being swords energy, obviously this is about communication, right? It's about your thoughts. It's all airy energy. I feel like if this is you, like you are a master over your own energy, right? Aquarius, I feel like I think the way like so like when you're born into a specific zodiac, like your sun sign, if your sun sign is an Aquarius, I feel like in that cycle of life as an Aquarius, it's like you're working your way like into the next sign. Does that make sense? Like, it's like you don't really have to focus so much on being an air sign because you're naturally an air sign, right? So you're not having to learn the air so much, right? Rather, you're learning to tame the air because you've already you're like a master at it, right? So you have a lot of air, so you're learning how to obviously control it, and maybe not control it, but keep it balanced, right? But in order to prepare you for a new cycle, right? So like if you believe in reincarnation on Earth, like reincarnating, you know, maybe in the next lifetime you're going to come back as, I don't know, a fire sign, you know? So yeah, sorry, I drifted off on that. But anyways, let me come back to where I was at. It also could be in your childhood, there could have been like a separation. Like your parents could have been separated, because we have the Four of Wands in reverse after this King of Swords. And then the Queen of Cups follows that. And this Queen of Cups, I'll hold it up so you can see it the way I'm looking at it. This Queen of Cups is facing this king. This king, if this was like a father figure in your life, he could have been like kind of sharp with his words, but very intellectual, very smart, very analytical, you know, because like he's a king, so he's wiser, he's like the leader of the household. And then we have the Queen of Cups, and she's more of an emotional queen. She's more of a caring, nurturing, mothering type energy. So basically, there could have been like a union between this King of Swords and this Queen of Cups, you know, an air sign and a water sign. And I don't know, it's like normally when the Four of Wands is here in the upright, it's like a marriage. It's like a twin flame union. It's also like a gateway or a portal that you're walking through with the wands on each side of you. So to me, it's like maybe there was a separation in that, in your life growing up. If not in your childhood with your parents, maybe you yourself have gone through a divorce or a separation or something like that. Okay, so then this brings me into the middle of your story, and we have Queen of Cups with the Knight of Wands. So let's say this is your childhood story, right? And let's say that this was your parents and they split and your mom went in a different direction, but you went with your mom, right? Because we got Knight of Wands with the Queen of Cups. You're following your mom here. Like, she's leading the way. She's holding this cup. She's like, I'm going to take care of us. Everything's going to be okay. And you're like following her with full trust. Also inspired, you know. This is like an inspirational energy, right? Excited for a new adventure. Excited for something different. Being optimistic about it, right? This also could be seen as like a messenger coming in, like someone comes in and delivers a message of some type of action that's needing to be made, like told someone something, which created movement, it created change, it created action, right? And it's almost looking like this, it's almost looking like the Knight of Wands is pushing the Queen of Cups back towards the King of Swords. So I don't know what that's about, but it the outcome of your messages here, we come into the Nine of Wands reversed with the Seven of Swords reversed. Okay, so normally in the upright, the Nine of Wands is like working hard at something, like working away at something, building something, creative something, like doing some type of action, and getting to like a completion part, like getting to the end of this, whatever it is that you've been putting your energy into. And by the end of it, you're feeling exhausted, you're feeling beat down, you're feeling tired, you're feeling worn. In the reverse, though, it's almost like stagnation, a lack of progression, you know, maybe. I just realized, Aquarius, with every other reading that I've done, I normally start out reading from the book for your cards, but I felt so inspired just to go ahead and start reading your messages that I didn't even read from the book. I'm going to, though. I'm going to read from the book on that, because that will help us have a better understanding of what exactly is going on here. But I also noticed while I was shuffling your cards, Aquarius, something happened in shuffling the cards. And when I was just closing my eyes and like shuffling, and whenever I opened my eyes back up and looked down, I realized that I was in my head, right? I was in my mind, and I wasn't paying attention to my hands. And when I looked down, like all of my cards were like inside out, right? Like they're all mixed up like that instead of all facing the same direction. So, and then it was like a mess, and I had to go through and sort back through all the cards and organize them, like as far as like flipping them all the right direction, and then reshuffle them and everything before I started pulling your messages. And I felt like whenever that happened, I felt like that might have something to do with your energy, like something going on within you or around you. So that could be really important, right? Like paying attention to what you're, like being completely present with yourself, present in the moment and what you're doing too. We also like this Nine of Wands and Seven of Swords reversed. I want to read. I want to see, because that's throwing me off a little bit. Nine of Wands in reverse. A need to open up, trust people, holding on to old stories, or a need to let go of old battles, a need to follow through and finish what you started, trapped up by your own boundaries, or giving up. Pushing beyond your own perceived limitations and remaining open and trusting as you do. Yeah, because Seven of Swords is like lying to yourself also, right? It's secrets, it's self-betrayal, like imposter syndrome, taking more than a fair share. But it's the message really is to act from a place of love and morality, and the universe will witness your honest intentions, right? Doing everything from a place of honesty. Sometimes this shows up as reckless or as avoiding responsibilities, right? Deceiving your own heart. But ultimately, the only thing that matters is truth. Okay, so, I tell you what. Let's read your oracle message. What do you feel, Aquarius? What do you feel? I don't know. I'm almost feeling like in your childhood you went through something. Like maybe in this separation of whoever this king and queen is. I don't know. Maybe you just didn't let yourself like feel much about it. Instead, you just carried on. Without processing it, so it kind of programmed you to do that in other like circumstances in your life, maybe. But let's see. Here we go. There are many opinions around you. Some are helpful, but others are distracting you from your truth. Although it can be helpful to hear the thoughts of others, when it all comes down to it, you will have to come to your own decision. Do you know how unique you are? How your path is your path to be chosen, lived, and created only by you? Someone else cannot become the source of your decision-making power without negative repercussions for both of you in the long run. This oracle comes to you because you have become swept up in thinking things through. You've been thinking about which way to go with a matter of importance, and you've got a bit stuck in the logic of the decision-making process. Sometimes we have to accept that any path is a path forward, and if it is not the best path, we can change our approach later on if needed. If we are slightly off base with a decision, life will often shift and move to guide us back on track. We don't have to be perfect. In fact, there is rarely ever a perfect choice to be made, just some choices that feel more heart-honoring than others. Sometimes we can only really know in hindsight if we made the best choice possible in that moment. At the time of decision making, we only really have our internal wisdom to rely upon, and that is all we need. The oracle of what do you feel is telling you there is no need to punish or traumatize yourself with possible choices. Just making a choice will set things in motion. The best way to catalyze the situation you are in and bring about healing change, stimulate your creative juices, and find a more inspired, energized, and enjoyable approach to your life is to just make a choice based on what you feel right now. Not based on anyone else's feelings, just yours. So ask yourself, what do I feel right now? And go from there. If you cannot relate to the need to make a choice between two or more clear alternatives, then the oracle brings you this message. You are at a crossroads in your journey, and the choices you make at this time, even simply choosing to do things a little differently without much drama associated with the decision, are powerful triggers for some great magic to enter your life. Take a different approach to something. Be open to that which makes you uncomfortable, but could be exciting and interesting. Even small adventures will yield big rewards right now. It matters less that you do the most wonderful thing ever, too much pressure, and more that you simply take an action from your heart. Open up to the creative magic of life and don't worry about how it is all going to work out. The bigger creative flow of life is sorting out all the details, and you are not immune to that plan. In fact, you are a natural part of it. So just spend some time with your own feelings and know that all is going to work out perfectly. Yeah, I feel like there's something you're needing to make a decision about. currently. But this could be too, like, how the hero within has helped you in decision-making processes throughout your life, right? Because maybe in the beginning of your story, when you were a child, a decision was made for you. Decisions were made for you, maybe by your mother. Maybe your mother guided you in a lot of ways and pushed you in a lot of ways. And I feel like that may have hindered your own ability to make decisions for yourself, right? I think you overanalyze it. You think a lot about it, right? You get up in the headspace. And I feel like that's an attribute that you learned from your father. If this is your father. Or it could be an energy, like if this is a relationship that you're in, it could be an energy that you're picking up from the other person. But at the bottom of your deck here, Aquarius, we have the Two of Swords and the Queen of Wands. So you are definitely needing to make a choice from your intuition. A choice, like close your eyes and go into your heart and ask yourself what you feel. Because Queen of Wands operates from the heart, like also from her passions, right? From like... she lets the fire within her, the energy that's like, she lets the motivation drive her, right? Like she lets the passion drive her. She understands the importance, though, of being logical with your passions, like not being overly, like, not obsessing over things, right? Rather like more just being present and when to take right, secure, stable action. And she's guided by her intuition. She has a black cat here, so she's very mystical and spiritual and mysterious even, right? So I feel like this is you. This is your energy, Aquarius. So I feel like your hero within is really wanting to take you out of this space of being in indecision, right? Being in uncertainty. Underneath that, we had the Four of Swords, which indicates a need for deep rest and contemplation on something. And then Ten of Swords reversed. This could be like blocking something from coming to an end. Yeah, I don't really know. Let's see. Let's see where it's taking you, Aquarius. Let's pull a message from your Enchanted Oracle map. Where is this choice or this decision taking you based off of what you feel? I feel like, too, a lot of these energies are looking back on the past. And I think it's wanting you to not do that so much, right? You don't have to, like, look back so much on where you've been or where you've come from. Instead, like, focus your sights more on the here and the now and the present moment. All right, where's this decision taking them? Spirit guides for Aquarius. Where's this taking them? Where is this hero's journey taking Aquarius, Spirit guides? Whoa. There's a lot of cards. But you only got one that flipped upright, and that is the card of listening. The number 53, which breaks down to an 8. I think it's like talking about listening within yourself here, Aquarius. Really listening deep within to your own intuition. On the bottom, I can't help it, there's another card with another elephant, signifying stuck in the mud. I feel like you are kind of feeling a little stuck right now. Like maybe you're feeling like you're sinking in quicksand or something like that. But you're not alone here, Aquarius, is what I'm feeling. You have a guide with you. If you notice, both of these elephants have a bird on their backs. See the bird here and the bird here? Elephants are very, very wise, right? They're ancient souls. They're very wise. They're very protective. All right, let's see. The number 53. An open heart will hear the message. Yeah, definitely opening your heart right now, Aquarius. When this card appears, you're being reminded that there is a time to speak and a time to be silent. Now is an occasion for listening. Pay attention not only to what is being spoken, but also to what is not being said at the moment. For the deeper message is not always obvious. Listen with your heart and not just your ears, and you'll find clarity. Receiving the listening card is also a fortunate sign and ensures a great understanding of your circumstances. Yeah, I feel like when you do listen within and you tap into your own intuition, Aquarius, you're going to feel clarity that just kind of comes over you, right? You're going to feel clear and assured in yourself, assured in whatever decision you're needing to make. Okay, and then this stuck in the mud card is mostly just saying, like, be present right now and be grateful for what's going on around you. Don't panic as you are stuck. Like, be patient, slow down for a minute, and if you just stay calm, everything will settle and the mud will dry out, right? And you'll be able to move again. So it's like if you're feeling like a lull in your energy, or you're feeling like you're needing to make a choice, or there's something you've been thinking about doing for a while and you haven't actually done the thing, like, just sit with yourself and ask yourself, what do I want to do right now? What do I feel right now? Right here, right now, what do I feel? And whatever your answer is, do that, right? And trust yourself in it. So, Aquarius, we're going to go ahead and dive into your extended reading now. That is all for this message here. So if you're interested, like I said before, go ahead and click in the description box below where you will find that link to the Patreon community. Feel free to hit that like button, guys. Give me a follow if you haven't already, or comment down below how the reading has resonated. I truly do appreciate the feedback from you guys. I'm so grateful for you. I love you, and I can't wait to see you again soon. Have a great and blessed day. Bye.